What's up, guys? It's Gambit. This is going to be part 2 of my 4-part series about my Minecraft world. So I started this world 1 year ago with my brothers, and I'm just showing off the progress. So in the previous episode, I had gone over the island. I realized I missed a couple things, so we're just going to jump right back into where we were. Back here is the second conduit. I never showed it, and it is attached to a ship. I hate the look of this ship. I wanted to make it look like just a longer sunken shipwreck, because this was an actual shipwreck. However, I modified it so much that none of the original blocks are where they were, except maybe a couple of these trapdoors, but that is about it. And I wanted to make it look like it was driven by the conduit, and that is a fully powered conduit, by the way. So I'll probably have to work on that some other time, and I may post an update about that if this video series works out. Now, the other thing that I wanted to go over before we hop back into the Nether and visit some of the other bases is how this machine here works. So let's check this. I wonder why that's clogged up. Oh. Okay, so it's currently clogged up. Now if I go break some blocks, just break these real quick. Now my tools do have mending. And my armor and everything, that's why they always look new, right? So, I'll take from here. I need to be holding the tool, my bad. We'll just take from there, and boom, everything's fixed. And for a better example, I guess, come through and grab this guy. And I guess I can show off what's in my boxes. Here, this has mending, and this has mending. So we'll go through with these. And I have a automatic kelp machine that makes kelp up there, and it kind of funnels through, and this is entirely self-sufficient. After the first couple of runs I did with it, it's fully self-sufficient. It's running on the kelp blocks, which of course I get from the dried kelp. And fun fact about these dried kelp blocks is they actually smelt 20 items, which is pretty good. Sorry, let me just get this back where it needs to be. I'll probably go over the stuff in my ender chest in the final episode. But I do always try to carry one with me. Alright, that should be it for here. Oh, there's a like a pillar thingy over there, and that's just another mine shaft. I don't know if I mentioned that before. And there's also a skeleton farm here, and a bunch of cactuses that are planted over there. And there used to be a grindstone here. Bubble elevators goes down to a kill chamber. It's not super fancy looking down there, so I'm not even going to bother with it. But it's functioning, and for the longest time that was the only XP farm I had. And right now we'll go see the second one I built. It took me a while to come up with the idea of the smelters, and then I looked into it, and I found that farm on YouTube somewhere. I forget the video, I forget the guy who made it, but it works. So back in the Nether Hub that you guys should have seen last episode, and we'll come over here. If you haven't watched a previous episode, I highly recommend going to look at it, because it does talk about some of the things that I won't be covering over again. I'm coming down here, as you guys can see, this is one of the longer nether tunnels that I have. Just come right to the portal. come out. And this is my RV base here. This is about 1,000 blocks away from my base, and it is a kind of strange looking RV. I just wanted to build an RV over here. I didn't want to build a full base or a tent or anything, so I just built an RV. I think it's pretty cool. Inside is not looking as good as it used to. Someone had wandered over here that was on, and they kind of messed things up, which is fine. I can always come back through and fix everything. And this ugly contraption here is actually covering my zombie farm, believe it or not. And if we come down here, it's a drowned and zombie farm. Just kind of crazy. As you guys can see, its glass is broken, something's happening. People have been over there. Up here we have some water, which would turn them into drowned after a while. I never liked this place though, because baby zombies would always manage to get out, and that was one downfall. But there is a whole enchantment table here. Go ahead and go up. That's pretty much it for this small base here. There's one more thing near here that's important. Eventually I do want to build a creeper farm here, because I feel like it's the perfect area because there's not too many caves. So there's the sand village, and most of its inhabitants have died, and its iron golem has actually wandered off about 500 blocks towards my main base, which is just that way. So this village here is where I found villagers, and I was able to get them to get some mending books. So if we step in right in here, one of these guys will have mending books. That guy back there, if you can come over here, I'll make it an emerald. Okay, bro, I can't reach you. But you see he's holding a book. It's a mending book. Why won't he walk over here? Bruh. Okay, here we go. That's a mending book. That's where I get all my mending books. I want to move the villagers somewhere else and get more villagers to be able to get fully enchanted armors and stuff like that without having to worry about it. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this area. So I did complete a raid at that village, but I broke all of the beds when I was moving the villagers around, so I could get them to spawn where I wanted them to, and it registered the village as dying. So that happened, which was fairly annoying. And I had to, after I did that, I no longer had the discount with the villagers that remained, and when I tried to get them to breed, it just was not working out whatsoever. I'm stuck in my portal. Okay, there we go. So we'll come out of here very quickly. Now the next stop that I want to go to is going to be my quarry, and that's also where my end portal is at. So at my main base, I normally have my beacon set up, but right now it's set up at the quarry because I was getting mats over there not too long ago. And this is going to be this is my longest tunnel on this world. I don't know if it's anywhere close to any records for nether tunnels, you know, ever, but it's pretty long for me. It's about 1,000 blocks, very nearly 1,000 blocks. Took absolute ages to build this thing, and it's very long. And if we actually stop at some of these breaks here, I'll go back. You can see parts of the new nether. Go back a little bit. So there, I forget what that biome is called, but it's the blue one, and then there's a crimson forest over there. So that's my alarm. I have about 5 minutes, so I'm gonna quickly go over the quarry. If we can get through this portal quickly. And here we are. And now it's nighttime, so I'm going to quickly run around here because this is a creeper-rich environment. I have some very basic tents set up, and as you guys can see, my beacon is here, and I do have haste 2 activated. Oh, there's a witch. I needed a witch. I guess it's a good time to prove that this is a pure survival world. Oh, dang, she got me. Which is fine. Yep. I should have gotten a trophy for that. I may have to use a damaging splash potion. I was afraid I might have to do that. That's fine. So this is my little campsite where I have a campsite. And if we come down here, this is my end portal entrance. And I normally sleep in that bed right up there when I come into the end, so I don't spawn far away. Even though the journey isn't that bad now that I have everything set up. But I had closed this room off and kind of built it to look a lot nicer and close it off from the rest of the stronghold just because I thought that it looked whack and I wanted it to look semi-nice. That's the rest of the stronghold. If we come up and go down into the quarry, you will see more parts of the stronghold. And I do keep blocks to repair these things because there is lots of creepers in this area. And I do have an ender chest here as well. And if we come down with the torches that I put in, you can see here's a library. You can see the stone bricks. And down here is my quarry. So it's at Y level 13, as you can tell. I go 3 blocks up, so this is 13 through 16. And I'm going 55 blocks in every direction. And just clearing it out. And yeah. At some point I will be going 3 more blocks down after I've finished clearing out all this. I'll go 3 blocks down and get all the materials that are in the ground. My friends come by and they're like, can I dig up these diamonds? And I'm like, no dude, just wait, we'll get to it later, you know, because I don't really need diamonds is what it is. Alright, so that is the Quarry Haste 2 paired with Efficiency 5, and it does work on Bedrock Edition. Instant mining, as they call it. Oop. Epic fail. Whatever. I'll get to it later. If we come back up, and yeah, that's pretty much all that I wanted to show off for this episode. I hope you all have a good day. If you want, you can like and subscribe and things like that, but it's not necessary. The next episode will be showcasing the Nether, and the episode after that will probably be talking about what's in my ender chest and my future plans for the world, and the builds that are going to be coming in the next few weeks, should everything go well.